My name is Brad Bernstein. I'm an immigration attorney.
I am David Squeeze Anarchy, and obviously one of the hosts on the Brad and Squeeze Show. I have a business that's called Link Up Media, and it's been around since 1996, and decided to start a radio program.
And Mr. Anarchy sold me some radio time and said I'm going to be on the radio with a guy by the name of Squeeze.
I didn't think it was going to evolve into a business.
I went back every week on Friday night to see Squeeze. And every Wednesday, Mr. Anarchy would call me and ask for money to pay for this advertising time.
Give them this deep corporate talk and talk to them about business. I had to separate the money from the personality, you know.
And it took about 2 months before I realized that Mr. Anarchy and Squeeze was the same guy.
Next thing I know, I'm doing a radio show live from Jamaica to the United States.
When I first started on the radio, Squeeze kept saying, you know, I filed for my citizenship 5 times and he kept getting denied. And off the air I was saying, let me do your citizenship, let me do your citizenship. And he goes, no, I'm not interested. I had this other lawyer, he said he was the best lawyer and didn't want me to handle it.
I was like, dude, I have actually attempted to do this multiple times, and it has failed me every time. I gave in after working with him for a while. A few months later, I was in Hartford, Connecticut, getting sworn in.
Then Squeeze was sold on me. After that, I could do no wrong for immigration. And over 19 years, the show has kind of developed from a law show to a show about Brad's personality, Squeeze's personality. Plus, we're helping people. Plus, we're informing people. Plus, we're making people's lives better.
That's the reason why the show is really what it is. It is that because we are just ourselves.
Something very interesting happened when you work with somebody every day. You become their best friend.
And that's a fact. She has become, believe it or not, my best friend.
One day, Squeeze had a great idea when Facebook Live started. And his great idea was, I'm going to take out my phone and film our radio show.
The next thing, they're building a green room in his office.
And we are now turning our radio show into a broadcast show that is going to be seen live on Facebook, that's going to be seen live on YouTube. And oh, by the way, you're still going to hear our broadcast show on WVIP 93.5 FM.
It's phenomenal, and the most gratifying thing is that we're truly helping people. It's amazing walking through the airport and people come up and say, Brad and Squeeze, you guys are the greatest. If I could cry, tears would actually come out of my eyes right now. Just keep watching. What did Tommicka wear on your wedding day?
Oh, she's gonna smack you if you get this one wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Red and black
lingerie.
Lingerie.
Oh, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying now.
We weren't asking that. You can file for your citizenship 90 days before the 5-year anniversary of you getting your green card. You're not living in the United States, and then they're going to turn you around. May even hold you in jail. So, they have
you'll get me out, right?
Well, I will get you out, I promise you.
Yep, I'm cooking up curry chicken right now and burger rice. We just supposed to know burger rice.
Of course. It's going to be cooking with Brad and Squeeze.
Maybe we'll come down to Jacksonville, Florida. She can cook for us, and we can help her with all her legal problems right over the table.
If you want to get your immigration questions answered on Skype, or if you want to find out if you're ready for your bona fide marriage interview with our all-new Bradified marriage segment, just call 1-800-529-5465 and ask for one of our producers. That's 1-800-529-5465.
All right, welcome everybody. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show noon edition. As you just saw, if you do want to get on and have a Skype with Squeeze and I, you want to get on our Bradified marriage, or you want to get on our new, we're not going to tell you what it is yet, but our new freshly squeezed segment, give our producers a call right now. Let them know what your issues are, and we're going to see if we can get you live on our show with us at 1-800-529-5465. This is the end of our first week here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can find Squeeze in Jamaica, and let's see what Squeeze has to say. We have actually gone through an entire week here of new Brad and Squeeze, our new studio, our new format. We are well organized. We seem to look good. People seem to like us. We seem to have more people watching us. Squeeze! Mr. Squeeze, stop posing. Stop posing.
I'm here, man.
You're just posing. All you're doing is posing. Look at him. Look at him. He's posing. He's posing. What do you think of this whole thing now? We've gone through an entire week.
you are always posing, man. You get in the studio in your nice, expensive jackets, with pocket squares, and all of that. But you're an attorney. You better look the part.
I try.
Because I'm telling you, if you don't look the part, I don't want you to have anything to do with me. All right? So I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm being stereotypical right now, but I don't want some guy looking like a bum representing me. No matter how good he is. I don't care.
That is so USA credit of you. That it's how you look on the outside, your score, your clothes. That is so USA credit of you to say such a thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, listen, man, TGIF. You know what? We need to come up with a TGIF segment, like Vibes Friday or some energy. Like get the listeners participating, getting the viewers participating. Maybe all the viewers.
Maybe we're gonna have our let us know. Maybe we should have our freshly squeezed segments every Friday.
Freshly squeezed.
Freshly squeezed
That's
Fridays.
A good idea.
Freshly squeezed Fridays. How do you like that one?
I can see the smart-ass comments that's going to come with that one right now from all of your listeners and my listeners right now. I can just see them right now flying all over.
Well, I can tell you that Thandakella Rob is already making comments on Facebook here. Squeeze is feeling himself today. So I already, Squeeze is feeling himself. Squeeze is definitely feeling himself.
Feeling myself.
I don't know what. He's feeling the vibe. I think that's what she's saying. I don't think she was saying that you were feeling yourself per se in a sexual way. I think she was just saying you were feeling it. You were feeling it. So
anyway, it's Friday, man.
So
it's good to be up again with you. That is so you're live at noon.
So Squeeze, you want to hear some good neo-Nazi news?
I would.
We have some good. Well, there's never any good neo-Nazi. I know, but we have some good neo-Nazi news. There is some good neo-Nazi news here.
Okay.
Brings you back to feeling that the world could be humane again. This guy Richard Spencer, that's the neo-Nazi guy. Yeah. It's the guy who wants to kill you. He wants to kill me too. I don't know who's first on his list, me or you. Yeah. But he gave a speech in Florida yesterday. They even had to have a state of emergency because they didn't know what was going to happen. And you want to know what happened? There was not a single person who came out to support him. He was sitting there by himself, and the only people who came out were the protesters who were yelling loud and clear, "Nazis are not welcome in Florida. Black Lives Matter. Go home, Spencer." And as a matter of fact, when he started talking about the young lady who got killed, Heather Heyer in Charlottesville, there she is, and she got killed as a counter-protester. The crowd started yelling and at the top of their lungs chanting, "It's your fault." And we're gonna show it right now. And
that you can self-righteously say it's your fault. And what are they gonna throw me into moral prison?
So basically it was one against thousands. And if there's any good neo-Nazi news here, his speech was cut short and he had to leave early. So that's what happened in Florida. There was no state of emergency needed. It was one huge loser being shouted down by some people who believe in humanity, and that's the good neo-Nazi news of the day.
Thank you. I want to take a bow with that one.
All right. Did you see this?
All right. So once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show. Huh? I was just going to give out the number.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So once again, folks, it's the Brad and Squeeze Show. Brad is just giving us some update on the news and what's going on. You should tell all your friends, okay? Whether or not they're in the dollar vans, whether or not they're in the planes, whether or not they're in Russia and Colombia, wherever. Tell them to just tune in right now. Tell everybody to share, get the numbers up. I know SMG is watching the numbers, okay? We don't want to hurt the numbers. Get it? Hurt the numbers. We want to increase the numbers. So right now, spread the word. Tell everyone to share the platforms of @DavidSqueezeAddict on Facebook, Brad H. Bernstein on Facebook, Law Offices Spar and Bernstein on Facebook, Spar and Bernstein on YouTube. Just share. I'm looking to get up to over 200 shares today. So is Brad. So is the Law Offices Spar and Bernstein. Share the pages. 93.5 FM listeners, thank you so much. Get on Facebook also, and remember to check us out. With that said, we do answer immigration questions. Yes, we do. So call us at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Call that number now, 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. If you're outside of the United States, you may call +1-212-227-8933. That's +1-212-227-8933. My name is David Squeeze Anarchy, broadcasting from Jamaica. Flew down last night, and I'm here with, of course, Brad Bernstein at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein in the wonderful studio, and we're ready for the Brad and Squeeze moments. So, Brad, you were saying.
So we got Jody on hold right now from Hartford and Roy on hold from Far Rockaway. We're going to come to those calls in a minute, help them with their immigration questions. While we're waiting for the lines to heat up at 1-800-529-5465. I saw this in the news earlier today, Squeeze. It made me laugh. Okay? There is suspicion, Squeeze, a suspicion that Melania Trump has a body double, that she's really not with Donald Trump. Here's the picture of her. And there is Melania Trump on the left, a true picture. And then a woman who claims to be Melania Trump standing next to Donald Trump. We're going to call her fake news Melania or fake Melania. And Twitter is up in a storm now, wondering whether or not that was truly Melania Trump. And now look, they're making jokes here. That all the different people who Carmen Sandiego, the guy from Aerosmith. We have the picture of the guy from Aerosmith. I saw that picture. Now, I don't know. According to the FBI actually came out, a former FBI expert came out and said, based on her stature and facial gestures, that truly was Melania Trump. But I'm going to tell you something. I looked at the video, Squeeze. It did not look like her. I don't know. Maybe she had plastic surgery that day and she didn't talk. I don't know. It was really weird. It didn't look like Melania Trump, but who knows? Do you think?
You're making me choke.
Do you really think that Donald Trump would be like, you know what? Melania's in New York. I need to show Melania. Here, let's go hire somebody. Do you think that could happen?
I need a body double.
Do you think that could happen?
Yes, with Donald Trump.
I think so.
With Donald Trump, anything can happen.
The funniest one was, on Twitter. I wish we had the picture. I guess we don't have the picture. Yeah, it was Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. He looks like Melania Trump. And they put a picture. They said Steven Tyler should be standing there next to Donald Trump, and he should say, "Look, it's Melania Trump."
How do you know?
What?
How do you know it's not him?
You don't know. You don't know. It was very funny. It made me laugh. So we got a lot of people on hold. I got a lot of news, but you want to know what? We're more important that we answer immigration questions. All right. So 1-800-529-5465. Maybe, I don't know. Did you hear about the restaurant that was serving the chicken? And you would order chicken, and it was Popeye's chicken. Did you see that one?
A lot of restaurants every chicken. What happened now?
What? The Sweet Dixie Kitchen. Yeah, but I have to say this because it made me laugh. Sweet Dixie Kitchen in Long Beach, California, has been passing off Popeye's chicken as their own until they got called out by a patron, Tyler H. And Tyler posted a review on Yelp saying he ordered the chicken and waffles, and they brought him in the Popeye's chicken. And then the restaurant admitted it. Instead of denying it, Sweet Dixie owner Kimberly Sanchez replied to the review saying, "We proudly serve Popeye's chicken in our restaurant." Can you imagine? Jesus. You go to a restaurant and you're like, "Yeah, I'll have the chicken," and then instead of having a chef, they got some guy who runs down the street and goes gets Popeye's chicken and then brings it back and serves it to you. That's the funniest thing I heard in my life.
Brad.
What?
Brad, be honest.
Yeah.
You have invited people over to your apartment before. You've invited a date over before.
Yeah.
And tell her that you're cooking a nice full spread dinner, a 3-course, 4-course dinner.
Yes.
And then you run down the block, you order something at the catering place, brought it back up, put it in the oven, dirty up some dishes and some pots, and then said, "Hey, here's a spread." So what's wrong with that?
And you want me to admit that? I've never done that before,
I want you to tell the truth.
I've never done that before. Can you imagine, like, You know, like you go out today. Can you imagine, like you go out today to like, you know, and like to a restaurant. You're like, yeah, I'll have a hamburger, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know, this sesame seed bun, you know, seems very familiar to me. Like, you know, like they're serving you McDonald's or something. I mean, it's just the funniest thing I ever heard in my entire life. All right, so let's go to immigration. You know, we have more news. Well, let's go to immigration. I wanted to share that because I thought that was so funny. All right, Jody's been waiting.
It is funny.
Jody's been waiting. Jody's been waiting 15 minutes here. Jody from Hartford.
Hi, good.
All right, let's go to Jody from Hartford.
Yeah, what's up?
I have two questions. One is kind of not really immigration question.
Okay.
But I work and I get paid by check.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a status. I have a tax number.
Okay.
So is it wise for me to pay taxes at the end of the year and file?
Yes. You file your tax return. If you don't have a Social Security number, you apply for you file your taxes with a W-7 form, and you apply for a tax identification number, and then you're compliant.
I have a tax number.
Okay, yeah, fine. So then you don't even need the W-7. Just file your taxes at the end of the year, and you know, and obviously take whatever legal deductions you're allowed.
Okay. The second question is, I'm trying to send my son like go to Jamaica for like holiday for his vacation.
Right.
Is it possible that if I write the letter, are they gonna pick me up in the system or?
Well, I guess he was born here, and you're concerned about your status. You know, children traveling alone are problematic because you have to go pick them up at the airport, and you have to drop them off at the airport, and you're dealing with security, and you know they could call immigration. So you know, traveling alone put you into contact with people you may not want to be in contact with. You know, my advice is always, if you have children and you want them to travel, let them travel with a trusted adult back and forth.
I will let him travel with my family member.
Yeah, then that's fine.
3 years old.
Yeah, then that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can just give a letter.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize he was 3. Okay, yeah. All right, Squeeze.
Okay.
We have about 6 people. Want to just go through them quickly?
1-800. I say we just go through the calls and let people understand that, yes, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show, and we do more than just answer immigration questions, but we want to help as many people on the phone lines right here on this wonderful Friday. The number is 1-800-529-5465, and Brad is doing an excellent job in answering these questions very quickly. Later on, we've got the rapid fire segment, a.k.a. the SMG segment with Kim Moore. Let's go to the lines again, Brad.
Lorna.
Hi, Lorna.
Lorna from the Bronx, going once. Lorna from the Bronx, going twice.
Hey, hello, good morning.
Oh, we were about to hang up on you. How are you, Lorna? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you.
All right, what's up?
All right. I want to ask these 3 questions here. I've been in the country since 1992. And I've been working, filing my taxes, and getting my tax return.
Right.
And got injured on the job and went out of work for a while, and my case has been settled. Got me a little money.
Okay.
And is there any amendment in the law for people like us who live here?
You're talking about people out of status? Unfortunately, there is no amendment in the laws yet. You know, you're asking, you know, is there like some sort of amnesty? I've been here for so long. I've been paying into the system. I've been paying my taxes. You know, I've been here for 30 years. You know, what could I do to become legal? There's nothing in the law that says you've been here for 30 years and, you know, poof, you get it. You know, I don't have the answer for you off the top of my head, but what I would suggest you do is have a consultation with us. So hold on 1 second, all right? And you're in the Bronx, so you can come in. 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze, how's the weather down in Jamaica? Don't make me jealous.
Guys always doing my job, man.
Don't make me jealous about that weather.
Well, look, man, the weather is beautiful. I mean, I'll just give you a quick view of outside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, rub it in. Rub it in. Mm-hmm.
You know, just so that
rub it in.
You see that there,
rub
you know.
Thank you.
You know?
Let me give you a quick. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. I am in a box here. Okay, I'm in a windowless box here. I was about to show you what it's outside. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm in a windowless box. I can't show you. All right, rub it in, Mr. Squeeze. Rub it in. Yeah.
But rumor has it that the show may come from different parts of the world for a few minutes from time to time.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know about the rumor, but
right.
at least I'm living up to my piece of. Anyway, let's go to another call.
We can do a show from anywhere in the world now because of the magic of what we do here.
Yeah,
all right, Roy from Far Rockaway.
Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah, Mr. Brad.
How are you?
How are you, man? Listen,
fantastic.
I listen to your show every day, man. And,
thank you.
I did my brother 601 waiver, you know.
Okay, great.
And he went to you for a consultation. I took over the case. I get the waiver approved. This morning he went for the interview and he got through, man.
Oh, wonderful.
So
wonderful.
I want to thank you guys for the information on the radio, you know.
That's great.
So he went down.
Yeah.
He went, what country is he from, Roy?
Guyana.
From Guyana. So he was here out of status. We did the 601 waivers, the provisional waiver. He went down. Did it. He went. He went down. He got through today. Congratulations.
My brother. I did it. My brother.
All right. Wonderful. You did it on your own. You did it on your own.
Yeah, I did. No. I did my brother waiver. It's my brother.
Ah, okay. So it's your brother who did it.
No, I did it. My brother's in Guyana right now. He got through today, this morning.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So what can we do to help you today? You just wanted to shout that out?
I just wanted to give a hello, you know, for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
All
right, Roy, appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
We look forward to seeing your brother back here in America.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, 1-800-5...
wonderful.
That's your job.
See, we love to hear those stories.
Yes.
You know, once again, folks, 1-800-529-5465. Every time you hear Brad say the number, he's not doing his job. When I say the number, I'm doing my job. All right. But if they just want me to sit here and look handsome, which I am, okay, let me be vain.
We just want you to
pose. All right, I can do that. And pose.
Can you pose?
Okay.
Can you do that?
And
pose
wear nice
through the whole
suits
show?
that I just invested in.
Can you imagine if you just sat there all day and just posed through the whole show? That would be funny.
I could do that.
That would be funny.
I need to speak with you and the producer about the wardrobe, because I thought in a real show, the wardrobe is not supposed to be provided by the people who are on the show.
You think the producers should be buying the wardrobes?
No, I never said that.
We will have to. We will have to talk to Mr. Moneybags about that later on. You know who Mr. Moneybags is.
Exactly. Right. Let's take another call.
All right. So let's go to. Let's go to Andrea in Philadelphia.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Andrea.
Quick question. Yes. One, a friend of mine is visiting from Jamaica.
1 second,
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're all talking over one another. Let's just Andrea have her question.
Okay.
Yes.
A friend of mine is visiting from Jamaica. He overstayed his visa, and he usually drives with his Jamaica license, and he wants to go out of town using it. Is it something advisable? Will it cause any implications for his green card application?
Well, he's driving without a driver's license. If he's been, showing a Jamaican driver's license doesn't make it legal for you to drive. I don't know what the laws of each state are different, but in New York State, if you are in New York State for more than 90 days, you need a New York State driver's license. So, presumably, if you get pulled over for driving within your first 90 days of entry into the United States, in New York, I can only comment on New York. I don't know the driving laws of all 50 states. But in New York, presumably, if you get pulled over within the first 90 days, you're still going to get a ticket for driving without a license. You would have to go to court and say, here's proof that I was just in New York for the first 90 days. I didn't have to go get a New York State driver's license. But anything after 90 days, you require a license. And I'm going to be quite frank with you. Wherever you get pulled over in all 50 states, if you show another country's driver's license, you're looking for trouble.
Okay. As for me, my work permit expired, but I still have my social. Are there possibilities for me to make an application for a driver's license?
If you have enough points, it depends on state by state. Just having a Social Security number or a Social Security card is not enough under the Real ID Act. But there's certain states that don't comply with the Real ID Act, where it's a little more lax to get a driver's license. So it's on a state by state, and you have to look at what's required and points, etc.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. 1-8. Oh,
all right.
That's Squeeze's job.
There
I
you
keep
go
taking
again.
it. I'm
Gotta
sorry.
clear my throat.
Yeah. All right, do your job, please.
1-800-529-5465. Thank you so much for telling me to do my job. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Make sure you catch us here live at 9, live at noon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to another call of the show.
All right, Tim.
Let's get back to the show.
Tim.
Yes.
How are you,
Tim.
sir?
I'm good. How are you doing, guys?
Fantastic.
First of all, I want to thank you for the show.
Thank you.
I have a question. I'm married, but we happen to lose our camera where we had all the wedding photos. Can I still go ahead and file the pictures?
Of course you can. You know, they look at the totality of circumstances and proving whether it's a bona fide marriage or not. And, you know, just because you lost your wedding photos doesn't mean it's not a real marriage. I'm sure you have other things to prove it's a real marriage. So by all means, go file.
Okay.
All right.
And another question is, I don't think my wife meets the income requirements. How should I go about that?
Well, then you would need a second affidavit of support from somebody else. Anybody in the United States who's a citizen or a resident, they don't have to necessarily be a relative. They have to give a second affidavit of support, provide 3 years tax returns, a job letter, and a bank letter.
Okay.
All right. If you need help,
thank you very much.
Hold on 1 second if you need help. Squeeze?
Absolutely. Yep, definitely. Once again, folks, we are here. And we're going to be here on Monday also. It's Friday, TGIF. What do you all have planned for the weekend? Well, first things first, share our pages. All right? Even throughout the weekend. If this video is going to be there, this show is going to be there, share it with everybody. Right now, I don't know how many shares you got, Brad. Let me check to see what's going on here. But I need people to actually step up their sharing right now of the Brad and Squeeze show. All right? We don't want to be stagnant. Is that the right word? While you're checking. Is that the right word?
That's a good word. It's a good word. Stagnant. It's a nice vocabulary word. Shows a very good command of the English language, Mr. Anarchy.
I want the numbers to have a good command. I want us to have a good command of the numbers.
All right.
But I don't think we do.
Let's talk to Kay.
All right, but anyway.
All right, let's
talk
to Kay. Let's talk to Kay. Kay just hung up the phone on us. Or maybe I hung the phone up on Kay. Kay was waiting for like 20 minutes, and I just went. I could have hung up on Kay. It could have been me. Let's go to Kay was in Las Vegas. So Kay, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube at law offices of Spar and Bernstein, or on Facebook at David Squeeze Anarchy, give us a call back. Promise I'll take you. Let's go to Joy in Queens. Joy. Joy.
Joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
Joy.
Hello.
Hi, Joy.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's going on?
Okay, I'm calling. I applied for my 10-year green card from April,
Yes.
and I have not heard anything.
All right,
as
so you're
yet.
removing the conditions of your permanent residence. I assume you got an extension, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
All right, so you're not going to hear anything for a year. They're just backed up. You don't expect to hear anything till next April.
Next April?
Yep.
But the extension that they gave me is going to be expired in
April.
February.
In February. Okay. So then in January, what you're going to do, in December, you're going to go online and make an InfoPass appointment for an appointment for you in January at 26 Federal Plaza. You're in Queens, and you're going to get a stamp in your passport for an extension of your green card.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All
right, Squeeze. Squeeze, this is the time of the show.
All right.
This is the time of the show, Squeeze, where I have to start screaming and yelling like Crazy Eddie, that crazy guy from 30 years ago who was selling televisions. We have to put a complete stop to this show, Squeeze. An absolute halt. I mean, stop. A hard stop. Oh my God, I had to hold on. I thought we were coming to a crash there. Okay, and we have to now talk about USA.
This is the part they turn up the radio, turn up the FaceTime, turn up the social media platform.
Okay, USA Credit Repair. I said this morning and I meant it. They are the key to beautiful credit. Without USA Credit Repair, if your credit's below 700, you are not going to have beautiful credit unless you go to a credit repair person to repair your credit and dispute stuff on your credit report and make your credit beautiful. I mean, if you have bankruptcies, they're going to dispute it. Even if you have tax liens, if you have you haven't paid a credit card bill in months, you still need them to dispute stuff. It's ruining your credit.
Absolutely.
And when it ruins your credit, it ruins your life. Ruined credit means ruined life. It's an equal sign. You see ruined credit, I see an equal sign that says ruined life. Ruined credit equals ruined life. And why does it ruin your life? You can't do nothing. You can't buy your car, you can't lease a car, you can't go to a credit card, your credit card is going to be reduced, then you're going to want to go out and take somebody out on a date, or you want to go and buy this new pocketbook, and you can't do it because you got nothing on your credit card, and then you got to what? You got to take out cash wherever you go. Who wants to do that? Who wants to walk around with cash all day? Yep. Right? You've seen people like that, right?
Nobody wants to be walking around with cash all day long.
Okay, so you call USA Credit.
That's the reason why we say go with USA Credit.
Right, so you call USA Credit Repair, and what USA Credit Repair does is in 90 days, they promise to repair your credit. That straightforward. And they're going to give you a better credit score than when you started 90 days earlier, provided, I have to give the little provisions here. This is not the devil provisions. These are the quotes, Squeeze. Okay? Provided you don't do anything more to screw it up yourself. I mean, because you could go out and just start not paying more bills and then, you know, you're fighting yourself. But assuming you don't go off and screw it up more, they will promise to repair your credit within 90 days and certainly get it better. And the telephone number to call for USA Credit Repair is 1-800-872-7177. It is the key to beautiful credit. You got to call them. When I do this, Squeeze, I start turning red. Okay? I start turning red. I think Jill has told me, Squeeze, that we have to have paramedics here nearby because they don't know that, you know, when I'm going to take a breath, I'm not that young anymore. I'm 49. Maybe I'll have a coronary screaming and yelling about USA Credit. They have the paddles outside, Squeeze. They got a guy in a white jacket with paddles just in case, because I get so excited over USA Credit.
They have an aneurysm.
Okay, call right now, 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. It is the key to beautiful credit. They are our proud sponsors. And there you got it, Squeeze. USA Credit, 1-800-USA-7177. 1-800-872-7177. And if you like USA Credit, and you love USA Credit, give us a heart straight across Facebook right now. Let us see how much you love USA Credit. 1-800-USA-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. Squeeze, I got to take a breath.
And we are, take a deep breath, man. Take a deep breath. Yep.
Okay, we're back. All right, so there you got it.
Let's continue with immigration.
You want to go? All right. So these we were going to run a bratified marriage, Squeeze, but we got a whole bunch of people.
Why not? I like the bratified.
You want to do the bratified marriage?
I like that.
You know what? I don't think we're going to
bratified marriage.
I don't think we're going to have time for bratified marriage because it's a long segment, and we're not going to. Why don't we? You know what? Why don't we save the rerun of bratified marriage? Man. You want to do it now?
Oh man!
All right, do the bratified marriage, Jill. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see bratified marriage.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Watch everybody watch.
All right, so this is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Everybody knows that. But right now, we've got a segment called Bratified Marriage. Now, folks, David Squeeze Anarchy, did not know anything about this. We've got this new executive producer. She didn't tell me anything about bratified marriage. Kim definitely didn't tell me, Miss Audience.
You don't even know what bratified marriage is?
I don't know what bratified marriage. I know about braducation, which I love. Right. But bratified marriage, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting squeezed out. But I still love Brad.
So we're gonna find out about it.
What is bratified marriage?
Well, first of all, I just want to introduce Tommicka and Kevin.
Okay.
Tommicka has been watching us since we started on Facebook and YouTube from almost 9 months ago.
And they're here on Skype.
She's part of the Brad Squad. She's part of Team Squeeze.
You know that.
Are you more Brad Squad or Team Squeeze, Tommicka?
Don't go there, Brad.
I have to go there.
No,
I'm not insulted. I'm not insulted.
Don't. Listen.
I'm not going to put. All right, should I put you on the spot?
I
baby.
Yeah?
I will uninvite you from fiction. if you do that.
So Tommicka's been watching us for a long time. She's a U.S. citizen. We have Kevin. Tommicka's out in Long Island, right?
Right. And Kevin's where? Let me guess.
Tommicka's a U.S. citizen, and Kevin's down in Jamaica.
Okay.
Tommicka has met Kevin. They have been in a relationship, and she then went down to Jamaica and married him. And they have visited several times since. She's in the process of filing for Kevin to get his green card. They're coming up to Kevin's interview at the U.S. Embassy in the next few weeks, or in the next couple of months for certain. You didn't get an interview date yet, but I know it's coming up. Is that correct?
Definitely.
Okay, so Kevin's anxious to come up here, join Tommicka in the United States with his green card, and as part of the interview process,
Sounds like a love story.
Yeah, it is a love story.
Yeah.
As part of the interview process that they have to go through, one of the things that they're going to have to do is prove that it's a bona fide marriage.
Okay.
And usually what happens, is not all the time, but what you should do is Tommicka should go down to the U.S. Embassy and escort Kevin for the interview. Kevin shouldn't go by himself. Now, at that interview, they're going to ask Tommicka and Kevin questions that only people in a bona fide marriage.
So the immigration officer is going to ask.
The consular officer is going to ask them questions.
Together or separate rooms?
Well, they're going to start together, and then if they really start screwing up, then it's going to be separate.
Like, hold up.
Yeah, hold up, exactly, right. So they're going to ask questions to prove that, is this a real marriage? Is Kevin really in love with Tommicka? Is Tommicka really in love with Kevin? Are Kevin and Tommicka going? Well, yeah, I mean, but they're a good-looking couple. But we got to see the words that come out of their mouths.
All right.
And is Kevin and Tommicka? Is Kevin going to come live with Tommicka in Long Island? Are they going to start, maybe start a family together, but certainly live together as husband and wife, share the same economic relationship, which is share in the proceeds of the marriage, share in the debts of the marriage, and are they going to be sharing the same bed, in the same bedroom, in the same home, in the same life? That's what they're going to be asking questions about. So this segment that we've called the Bradified Marriage, it's like a little, what they do is they play the dating game in the immigration interview, and you don't even realize that they're playing.
That's what we're going to be doing now?
We're going to do the dating game, because that's basically what they do. And our producer, Jill, has called this, you have to give it the Bradified stamp that, you guys are going to pass your interview. So I have some questions here on our card.
Let's find out if both of you are Bradified.
Okay. Right. So what we're going to do, you have a piece of paper in front of you both, right?
Hold up your paper.
Hold up your papers.
Want to make sure.
Okay.
All right.
There's nothing written on the papers.
All right, good.
Okay. Good. And guys.
Okay, you can put them on now.
You don't know any of the questions that we are about to ask you. Is that correct?
Right.
Nobody has shared anything with you in advance. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. So we're going to ask you questions that it's very possible. We don't know what you're going to be asked at the U.S. Embassy when you go in for your marriage interview, but we're going to ask you questions that we've heard time and time again, that when you go in, that this is a good chance this question is going to be asked. And they're going to compare your answers and see if your answers match. So what we're going to do now is see how well you're going to do at your upcoming interview.
Can I ask the first question?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Bradified Marriage segment right here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. Heard each and every single weekday, live at 9 a.m. and live at noon. Let's go to the first question. Tommicka and Kevin.
Right.
Where did you go on your first date?
Don't say anything. Write it down.
Write it down. Where did you go on your first date? Write it down right now. And once again, folks, as they write it down, we got to remind you the number to call in is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465 to get your questions answered right here on the Brad and Squeeze Show as we ask Tommicka and Kevin where they went on their first date.
Wait, don't put it up yet. Are you both done? Are you both done?
Definitely.
Okay, yes. All right. So now together at the same time on the count of 3, put up the paper and let's see if they were on the same date on their first marriage. Okay. Tommicka, put it up.
Tommicka, put up yours. Come on.
Put it up.
Come on,
put it up.
Hellshire Beach.
Hellshire Beach.
Oh, hold up.
What happened there?
What the hell happened there?
What happened there?
Someone is thinking fish and someone is thinking fast food at the jam.
Whoa. I was not expecting them.
Someone explain that. Who wants to explain that one? Maybe it depends on what they call the first date.
Yeah, what happened? Why did you get that one wrong?
Elsha wasn't like a real date though. But it was like agree to meet, we meet and stuff like that.
Oh, so that's where you met. But it wasn't the first date.
But it wasn't a date though.
Tommicka.
But went to TGIF.
What happened there?
Okay, so I would say the first date would be Elsha. That's the first time we met.
See, women are always more, you know.
Now I want you to know something. Yeah, go ahead. So the first time you met was considered a date, and he said no. The first time he actually took you out and paid for a dinner was your date.
I'm with Kevin.
Okay.
When we went to Fridays was last year, so I would not consider that as the first date.
Was that your second date?
That's the second date.
All right. Now I will say this. I will say this. Okay. They swear on, and I believe them. Right. Okay. They swear on a stack of Bibles. This is an absolutely real, bona fide, loving marriage, and they have already gone in to the U.S. Embassy and screwed up their first question.
So the first
People
question,
in real loving marriages screw these cases up all the time because they're not prepared ahead of time.
So
you know,
think
people
about that,
always
guys.
say, "Oh, it's a real marriage. I don't need a lawyer." Here it is. Here it is. All right,
and I take that seriously. So that's question number
all
one.
right, so let's try again now. Okay.
All right. So
all right,
Brad,
question number 2.
Yeah.
This is another question that you may very well hear on your marriage interview. How did you celebrate your most recent anniversary? And it's now, have you been married for more than 1 year? Do you celebrate? Let me ask you a question. Do you celebrate anniversaries? Is there an anniversary you celebrate? So stop. They're writing.
Yeah,
they're just writing.
You asked them a question.
Okay, so they're writing. They're writing. Okay. All right. I guess there is an anniversary.
So the relationship has been for more than 1 year, guys?
More than 1 year, yes. So where did they celebrate their most recent anniversary? I assume they had an anniversary.
Kevin already wrote it down.
Kevin wrote it down.
Let's see what Tommicka.
All right. If Kevin writes TGIF and Tommicka writes Hellfire Beach, we are in a lot. We're in Hellshire Beach. We're in
Jamaica, we say Elsha.
Hellshire.
Yeah.
We're in a lot of trouble if everything they do is a TGIF.
Or Elsha.
Or Hellshire. Can you imagine everything? It's like, what happened? TGIF, right? Where did you propose? TGIF. Yep. All right, let's see what it is. All right, put it up.
For me, it's blind.
What is it? We don't celebrate.
We didn't celebrate.
I was here, and what I can't see.
And he put blank.
And he put blank.
So they're correct.
All right, 1 for 2.
That's good. That's good.
1 for 2. All right, very good. Okay, so. All right.
I'm up, man.
You're up. Okay.
You're up. My turn, man.
Your turn.
Okay. You're stealing my turn. All right. So listen up. Question number 3. You're still inside of the United States Embassy, and you're being asked a question right here on Gratified Marriage. We are going to ask you this question. Where did Tommicka work when you first met her, Kevin?
At Hellshire Beach. Not at TGIF. When you first met her at Hellshire Beach, okay? I just got to make... All right, Tommicka, you got to write it also, okay?
All right, so both of you still have to write it, all right? So, Kevin.
Let's see.
You got to write it. Tommicka, you got to write it. Come on, chop. Don't be hiding there, Kevin. I don't want to think that you're kind of stealing.
Kevin's off the... Get
you
your
gotta
face
get back on camera.
Get back on camera, Kevin. He's now getting shy.
Yeah.
He's writing. He's writing away.
All right.
All right, let's see.
Once again, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show featuring the Bratified Marriage segment.
Bratified Marriage segment. And by the way, to call Spar and Bernstein, it's so important. Look at this. These are people who are in love and have already only gotten 1 out of 2 questions right.
Right.
Okay, and they think that they're just going to breeze through. It's not so easy, folks.
Right.
It's not so easy. All right, you ready to put it up? All right, let's see. Where was Tommicka working? What does it say? I can't read it. I don't have my glasses. HHA in...
The Home Health.
In Long Island.
Yeah, that's it. That's correct. Yeah, same thing. HHA is Home Health.
Home Health?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. 2 for 3.
Yeah, Home Health.
2 for 3.
Way to go, man. Go to bed. You better check out where your woman works. All right?
All right, you ready for this one? How did Kevin propose? How did he propose to you? I assume he proposed. I assume Tommicka didn't propose to Kevin.
Hey.
I assume. I mean, it's a modern world. Who knows?
I was proposed to the other day.
I assume you were.
Yeah.
I
got married
assume Kevin proposed to Tommicka.
Mm-hmm.
I presume that. Let's see.
Okay. Let's see. Once again, the Bratified Marriage segment. You ready for them to show?
We're ready to show. You guys ready, Kevin?
Kevin.
Yes.
Your
You
pen
there?
ran out of ink or are you using a pencil?
Okay, you ready? Where did it go?
Over
the phone. Very romantic, Kevin. Very, very romantic. That was one of the most. I proposed over the telephone.
Look, man.
That was very romantic there.
Hey.
Yeah, but at least they got it right.
At least it wasn't in Paris where I was the other day.
Yeah, at least they got it right.
You know, I was there with a girl and I didn't propose again.
All right. So Squeeze is going to ask one more question. I'm going to ask one more question. And if you get both of them right, we're going to give you a gratified stamp that everything should go well, hopefully well at your interview. All right, Squeeze.
All right, I'm going to ask this one. All right, and it's very important that you all get this one correct. If not, I don't know, you're going to have a serious talk with Brad. Kevin, back at you again, man. What did Tommicka wear on your wedding day?
Oh, she's gonna smack you if you get this one wrong.
That's what I'm saying. What did Tommicka wear?
Smack you right across the entire
on her wedding
Caribbean
day?
Sea. All right, if you get this one wrong, you better, Kevin. There's a lot of pressure on you on this one.
If you get this one wrong, they could put you in what's called a Stokes interview.
In a Stokes interview, yeah. You don't know what your wife wore on her wedding day.
You don't want to go in a Stokes interview.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so let's see. I want to see both of you write it down right here in the Gratified Marriage segment. All right? And we'll expound a little bit later on what the Stokes interview is.
The Stokes interview is when they separate you into two different rooms and you don't hear. Basically what we're doing right now. We're actually giving them a Stokes. We're actually giving them a Stokes interview as we speak.
Right. But normally when they go in, it'd be both of them
together. Correct.
But when they separate it, it's called a Stokes interview.
Correct.
All right, there you go. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're here on the Gratified Marriage segment. We are here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. And the segment, of course, that we're into is the Gratified Marriage segment. We must remind you that you've got to call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLIK.
And that's the number. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's the number for my law office. The law office is Spar and Bernstein. It's also the telephone number to get on our show if you want to join the show, either by Skype like Tommicka and Kevin are doing, or just going on through the old-fashioned way of getting on the telephone.
Thank you so much for interrupting me and telling me that.
I apologize.
Right. And as I was going to say, also that the office is located here at 225 Broadway in New York City on the 5th floor. They open 6 days a week. And once again, you can catch the segments live at 9 and live at noon. Let's go to Tommicka and Kevin.
You ready? What did Tommicka wear on her wedding day? You ready, guys? Let's put it up and see.
Tommicka's quick on the draw. White wedding dress.
White wedding dress with a veil.
And
Kevin, that was pretty fast.
Kevin, put it back up.
That was pretty fast. What? White and black? What? Red and black?
Hold on.
Whoa. Put that back. Were you at the same wedding as your wife? Red and black.
Lingerie?
Lingerie. Okay, you guys were asking two different...
Oh, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying now.
We weren't asking that.
I get what he's saying. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I'll tell you what.
He was got red and white lingerie, so he said, I wear white dress with a veil.
There was a miscommunication on my part. I should have been specific at the wedding.
At the wedding, not in the bedroom.
Right. So here's what then. I'm gonna ask a different question. All right.
That was funny.
You both have slept in a bed together, right?
Yeah. Yes.
A few times, right?
Yes.
Okay, now generally it's Tommicka goes to Jamaica.
Right.
So you're going to ask about the
saying.
bed in Jamaica.
Right.
Okay.
So Kevin, I presume Kevin's got his bed in Jamaica.
I assume, right.
I'm quite sure Tommicka went there and slept in that bed.
Correct, I assume.
So I have a question to ask, Tommicka. What side of the bed does Kevin sleep on? Come on, Kevin. Both of you got to write it down.
Also, yeah, you can't get away with this, Kevin. Then Kevin's going to say, I sleep on the side of the bed with the red lingerie.
The red and black
the red and black lingerie. I sleep on the side of the bed with the woman on the red and black lingerie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, Tommicka.
Tommicka, very.
Let us find out.
Tommicka, that's a little. We should have Tommicka on our too much information segment. TMI segment.
Kevin is what you should bring on it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommicka with the too much information, the red and black lingerie. Every time now I see Tommicka, I'm gonna have this, the red and black lingerie in my head. All right, you guys ready?
All right.
What side of the bed? The question was, what side of the bed does Kevin sleep on?
All right. And
Tommicka?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right, you ready? Let's put it up.
Both of you put it up now.
Let's see. I can't see what she wrote. What does she write? Somebody read that to me.
At the side.
On the side.
Facing the.
On the side.
Facing the door because. Because the bed was in the middle.
Bed was in the middle. On the side by the door, and Kevin writes.
Kevin, any side. Bring it over to the left a little. To the right.
Side,
to your right. I'm sorry. To your right.
Other way. Any side of
the bed.
Any side of the bed.
Any side of the bed.
What kind of answer is that? What kind of answer is that?
I guess it just.
All right.
He's so happy to see her just jumping.
All right, we're going to go to the final question. All right. I don't know if they even answered that question right or not. That was like a half and half one. All right, here's the final question. All right, the final question. You ready? Mm-hmm. What was the last movie the two of you watched together? The last. Now, Kevin's like, was the movie at home on TV? Was the movie in the theater? The last movie you saw together, whether it was the theater, at home, on TV, that you were together and you watched.
Yeah.
What was the name of that movie? And if it's like X-rated, come up with the one before.
So when they're being interviewed by the immigration officer, could they say at the movie theater or at home?
Yes, they can absolutely ask that, right? To be clarified what exactly you're trying to ask.
Okay, I got you. Right. It's very important.
But by the way, that's why a lot of times you have an attorney there,
precisely,
to clarify these situations. Right. I mean, like we could say, what was the last? What did you do? The first date, and Kevin said we went out for hamburgers, and Tommicka said we went to McDonald's, and they go, aha, that's wrong. But obviously, I ate, hamburger. Exactly. Or even if their question was, well, Kevin didn't realize that was the first date on the beach.
Exactly.
So you got to. That's why you have to have lawyers there to clarify it. Right. All right, are you ready? What was the last movie you saw together? I really want to ratify this marriage. I hope you get this one right. I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed. Jamaica Mafia. Then come to town.
Then come to town.
You guys watched two different movies.
Yeah. By the way, I was in Jamaica Mafia.
You guys watched two different movies.
Yes.
How did that happen?
No, because actually it was the same night. The two movies were the same night.
The two movies were the same night? You see, again, you got to clarify that.
That's the reason why it's good to have an attorney there.
What was the last movie? Was it the first one or the second one? What was the last movie you watched that night?
This was the first one.
Right.
That was the second one.
Did Squeeze any good in Jamaica Mafia? He was in that movie.
That's only in the first.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, he did. There was a guy by the name of Lance in that movie
that I was talking to.
And Squeeze goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna. What was your line as Lance in the movie?
When you get to Jamaica,
Squeeze walks out of the Rolls Royce, is like some in the Rolls Royce, and he had a line, and
so everybody's gonna go watch Jamaica Mafia now.
Yeah.
I think we need to get some more.
All right, guys, this is the deal. All right, you obviously, I can tell.
What would happen now?
I can tell that you guys are in a real marriage, but you want to know what? You may have failed your interview because you got so many of those questions wrong. You got to really think ahead of time, and speak with your spouse about how do we answer, and you don't try to outsmart them. If you don't understand, like Kevin, for example, he said we watched two movies that night. Okay, Kevin needs to speak up and say, we watched two movies the last night. I'm not sure which one my wife's going to pick, but we watched both of these movies. You gotta speak up a little bit. When we asked where was your first date, you got to clarify. Well, was it the first time we met, or was it the first time that we went out on a formal date? Because because Tommicka took it as the first time we met. And you took it as, Kevin, our first formal date. So you got to make sure. All right. We are back, Squeeze. And I don't hear Squeeze's voice, but we're coming to the end here.
I'm here.
Okay, very good. We're coming to the end here, unfortunately. We didn't get a chance to watch the very, very end. We're running out of time here, Squeeze. And we're going to run a promo quickly about about getting on the Bradification segment and getting on Fresh Squeeze segment, getting on Brad and Squeeze, and then we're going to say goodbye. It was a great first week, and we're going to see you all here Monday at 9 a.m. Squeeze, enjoy Jamaica. I'll see you back here in New York Monday morning.
What did Tommicka wear on your wedding day?
Oh, she's gonna smack you if you get this one wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Red and black
lingerie.
Lingerie.
Oh, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying now.
We weren't asking that. You can file for your citizenship 90 days before the 5-year anniversary of you getting your green card. You're not living in the United States, and then they're going to turn you around. May even hold you in jail. So they have
you'll get me out, right?
Well, I will get you out. I promise you.
Yep, I'm cooking up curry chicken right now and burger rice. We just supposed to know burger rice.
Of course, it's going to be cooking with Brad and Squeeze.
Maybe we'll come down to Jacksonville, Florida. She can cook for us, and we can help. We can help her with all our legal problems right over the table.
If you want to get your immigration questions answered on Skype, or if you want to find out if you're ready for your bona fide marriage interview with our all-new Bradified Marriage segment, just call 1-800-529-5465 and ask for one of our producers. That's 1-800-529-5465.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?